Hello everyone, welcome in on this Wednesday afternoon. We're about 10 minutes into the game here. Apologies for the delay. Had a few camera issues beforehand. We won't blame it on the wind today, but the wind's going to be a big factor in today's game. Joined today for the first time we're commentating together. Rob, thanks for joining me today.
No problem at all. It's a pleasure, Atticus, to be joining you for this game. As I said before, I've watched a bit of the women's just before. It's got me hyped. I'm looking forward to a lot of quality on the pitch this morning.
That's for sure. Ball goes through for Ware. Ware's almost there. Sarkodie recovers it.
It's the first time we've seen the ball in behind through the middle. A lot of play early on in this game has been down each side, particularly the right wing for HARTPURY and this left side for Cardiff Met.
What you've missed in the first 10 minutes has not been what you just saw. First 10 minutes of this game, HARTPURY have dominated, like Rob said, down both wings. Just to introduce ourselves as well, I'm Atticus Peed. Rob Burke will join me on the color today.
Yeah, no, as I said, this right side for HARTPURY is where the danger is. This dynamic duo of Bam and Kang. Difficult names up here in the box for us. Maybe get confused a couple of times, but they're definitely looking good.
You and I will definitely hope to see them on the ball most of the game. That is a great name combination, Bam and Kang. Quite enjoy that. Cardiff Met will have the ball here, down the wing. Ball goes long, looking for Davis. Looks a little too long.
Back to the wings again. Clearly something they focused on. Each team targeting the flanks.
Not sure, is that the right idea today with all the wind we've seen so far?
That's the strange thing, but as you said, maybe in the past games, the tennis that they play back and forth, hoofball up and down, the wind's not gonna favour that kind of play. So maybe it is keep the ball on the ground, send it down the channels, and see what can come from that.
Yeah, we know Cardiff Met enjoy the wing play. Not sure as much about HARTPURY. Ball back to Sarkodie here. Sarkodie will look forward, and he'll go out to his right half. Jack Stanley. Stanley plays long again. You can see it already. The wind's pushing this ball out of play.
It definitely is. It's going to be interesting to see how the defenders are going to cope. Johnson down on this left side has already been challenged a couple of times as they keep calm. We did mention the centre-backs looking calm on the ball at the back.
They are. Craven looks long. Ball's through in behind here. Harris Feltham's on the ball. Plays it long. And Sarkodie cleans it up. Great catch from Sarkodie. He'll go long.
Yeah, it was a nice little play yet again down that wing. Cross, not on the point this time. The keeper collected nicely, but it's nice to see a couple of chances come in these early stages.
Absolutely. Both teams are gutting through the other's defense pretty quickly. Surprising for a BUCS game. This is admittedly only match week 3. The past couple of weeks, though, have been defined by slow play and slow attack. Already looks different in the first 15 minutes here.
Yeah, and it's early on in the season, and obviously before this there was a massive break within BUCS games. It takes a couple of games maybe to get that match fitness, get up to speed, and I think it'll just be onwards and upwards from these boys as they get their match fitness.
Let's hope so. We'll have a free kick here from about 20 yards away. Dan Ware to take. 5-man wall from the HARTPURY defense. Referee blows the whistle. Ware tries to put it up and over. Ball blocked away. Davis tries to recover, and a poor touch will take it out on the end line. Goal kick to HARTPURY here.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that he's connected with the wall there from the first free kick of the game. You'd like to think you'd be able to get it on target, but it's a difficult angle to get it up and over the wall.
From that close especially. Hopefully Ware will be hoping for some better chances here today. For those of you just joining us, this game is probably the best you'll see in the BUCS Premier League South all season. Cardiff Met and HARTPURY have shared the past few titles between them. Met have 2, HARTPURY have 1 in the last 4 years. USW have the other.
Yeah, I'm expecting to see some quality on the pitch today. That's certainly true. But as we spoke to the players from Met yesterday, they say, with COVID hitting, there has been a lot of rotation in the squad. Some senior players moving out and some new ones coming in.
Absolutely. Long ball there, looking for Brandon Roberts. Couldn't quite get him. Sarkodie again will take the ball here. Looking for an opening. Not a lot of movement. Sarkodie plays down the left wing, and that ball's too long.
The wind definitely being an influence today.
Absolutely. Wind blowing from west to east, looks like. Dan Ware steals the ball. Ware driving in. Somehow out for a goal kick. Didn't look like that from here. Must have been something we couldn't see on the back end.
Slightly contentious decision there, but as you mentioned, the wind. I probably favour Cardiff Met in this first half. Wind blowing just behind them. Hopefully they can get those balls in behind as they have done in the past.
You wonder if both teams are playing with 3 center backs today to combat that. You can see not a lot of space down the middle. Both teams are looking to the wings, trying to get in behind. Hopefully that's their way of dealing with the wind here as the ball goes long again.
Yeah, it's a very packed midfield today with the two teams' formations kind of clashing with each other. 3-5-2, 3-4-3 as it stands. Very busy in that midfield area.
Of course. Kang will play it in. Looks like Bam was tripped up. Free kick to Hartpury down this right-hand side. Foul on Emmanuel Bam. Looks like a foul from Abe Node. They'll play the advantage, and they'll take it back.
Shoulder to shoulder challenge, get a little bit feisty in the middle as the number 14 goes down.
James Sunley.
James Sunley, was that a late change?
I think he was
or
just
an early substitution?
I think he was brought on a minute before the kickoff. Either that or there was an injury early on about the 10th minute when our cameras started working. I apologize, we were putting in the SD cards. There might have been a substitution there. We'll go with that for now.
Well, he's in the mix now, and he's getting stuck in straight away, and the coach will love to see that. Thankfully, he's not injured.
Ball coming in from Jamie Bremner. Ball to the back post, headed up, and cleared away. George Watkins gets it out.
Oh my God, no way.
Contested header, Ware tries to get it back out.
Oh my God.
Doesn't work. Driving. Feltham stops, great shot.
Oh, wow.
What a goal.
Fantastic strike there. Cardiff Met getting a little bit shaky just outside their box.
Baidu King with a great shot from the left-hand side, about 25 yards out. Ball bounces past Ed King and into the bottom right corner.
What a strike. We said early on, Cardiff Met looked calm on the ball. They were anything but that just then on the edge of their box, and Hartpury capitalised almost straight away.
I don't think we expected to see that so quickly. With all the back and forth so far and how much the wind's been affecting this game, both teams have been playing high in the air, and the one moment it comes down, Hartpury take quick advantage. 1-0 Hartpury here.
It's not far off Hartpury's first chance of the game as well. I think Met started well, but Hartpury capitalised on their first, if not absolute first opportunity of the game.
Absolutely. Confirmation of that. Baidu King scores the first goal today, number 11 for Hartpury in the 18th minute. Sarkodie will switch the play out to the wing here. Charlie Johnson plays forward. Ben Hammett has it. And they'll play forward again. Getting confirmation as well, Rob. Mitch McCann, number 7 for Hartpury, is the one who was substituted off for James Sunley in the 10th minute.
That's what it was, just a little injury.
Kian Kang drives forward. Kang looking for Bam. Too far, poor header from Craven.
There's that pace down that right side yet again.
Met are really struggling with that so far. Node tries to play forward. Long ball up. Well dealt with from Tom Handley.
It's interesting that the most danger is coming from this right mid, right wing combination for Hartpury, and yet the goal comes from that left side.
Not something we were expecting, that's for sure.
Maybe all the red stuff doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter. The red stuff, that means it wasn't broken. Okay.
Looks like we'll have a drop ball here for Hartpury.
Okay.
Hartpury will play it back out to the left-hand side here.
Yeah.
Hartpury's number 5, Charlie Johnson, plays it forward.
Yeah, it does.
Pass back. Tom Handley trying to find... Look at all the strikers forward for Hartpury. Long ball, headed straight back up into the air from Ethan Hollings. Reisbeck will lay it out wide. Davies plays long. Looking for Ware, and it's too far. Sarkodie will recover that one easily.
Definitely needed the wind to slow that ball down there if they were going to have any chance of getting on the end of it.
Hartpury taking their time on the ball here. What do you think? 65% possession, something like that for Hartpury?
It's interesting because they're very similar formations from both teams, and yet Hartpury seem to have a much more space on the ball in that back line. When it comes just outside Met's box, it seems like it's such clustered play. It seems like they're all over the place a little bit.
Can't disagree with that. Have to wonder if it has something to do with Cardiff Met's 2 strikers compared to Hartpury's 3. Ball cleared away.
Yeah,
Cardiff
that
Met-
might be the case actually when you say that. Those 2 wingers for Hartpury are definitely impacting the game the most so far.
We'll see if Cardiff Met can recover and hold their own against this defense or against this attack. Davies will throw it in, looks for Ware. Ball headed back up. Hartpury trying to get it away. And there it goes. Oscar Reisbeck with it for Cardiff Met. Pushes up the field. Looks long, looks a little too far, looks for Brendan Roberts. Roberts can't get there.
Just a little bit too much on that. He wasn't far off in all fairness to Roberts.
Have to hope Cardiff Met can get Roberts on the ball. Last week, he looked pretty good. Was able to find some space. Very technical player. A lot of technical players from Cardiff Met. They actually spoke to us yesterday in their press conference about how they hope to get on the ball today and find ways past Hartpury's defense with their own feet.
Yeah, and you know the scoreline, yes, 1-0 in these early stages, but Met have started well.
Roberts looking in here. Roberts steals the ball. Roberts shoots. And Sarkodie saves down to his right-hand side.
Wonderful touch, nice left-footed strike, but not quite enough bend on it to make it around the keeper.
Wasn't a bad run though, was it?
No, lovely run and lovely pass.
Davis to try to get to it. Too far from Node. We'll have another goal kick here.
Exciting stuff from Met then. Like we say, they started well. They're unfortunate to be 1-0 down.
Absolutely.
Be interesting to see if they can get back in the game in this first half.
Well, what we've seen so far, 1 clear-cut opportunity for Hartpury. They took advantage of it. 1 for Cardiff Met. They couldn't take advantage of theirs. Hence the 1-0 score here.
Yeah, there's some exciting players on the pitch for Met, definitely, and they'll back themselves to get back in the game despite the 1-0.
We're only in the 22nd minute here. Still plenty of time left. Node tries to recover, but not quite. The poor touch from Ethan Hollings will put that ball out of play. We'll have a free or throw in here, sorry. Kang throws it back. Ball played back again. Hanley will have it.
They've got a lot of space in that back line to Hartpury. He had time to pick out the pass there, couldn't quite do it.
Read my mind. They're looking for every long ball opportunity between Met's center, left, and right backs.
The thing is, the formation they're playing, those centre backs for Hartpury have the most time on the ball in the entire pitch, and it's not something you can say for Cardiff Met's backline.
Not at all. Great touch there. Looks like he slips off the ball. No foul, says the referee.
Little push in the back there, maybe.
Almost stolen back from Jack Davis, not quite. And he blows the whistle. Looks like the ball is out of play.
It's getting quite scrappy this game now. A couple of little fouls here and there.
If our microphones haven't picked it up, there's a lot of yelling down there. Neither team's particularly thrilled, I'd say, with how things are going.
No, I think Hartpury will be the happier of the two teams. Obviously 1-0 lead, but as you say, Cardiff Met started well as we make our way into this first half. How's the wind going to treat this free kick?
We'll see. George Watkins plays it up. Ball headed around. Looks like it'll come for Sarkodie nicely.
Yeah, the keeper's had some safe hands. He'll be comfortable with that when he gets played back underway with an asset.
Long ball. That stay in? Doesn't look like it. A little too far.
It is fine margins. The wingers for Hartpury, they're on the move all the time. They're looking really lively. Definitely the best opportunity for goals in this team.
And you can see the past couple of minutes, Cardiff Met have tried something different to get out of that. Davies has pushed more towards that wing. Those long balls have been going out of play more than usual.
Just look at the press from Hartpury. The centre-backs from Met have no time on the ball.
And you can see the fruits of that again. Ball goes too far. We'll have another throw in here for Hartpury. But again, like Rob's mentioning, more time on the ball for Hartpury. They just have all kinds of space back here. Sarkodie finally pressed by Davies. There we go. Ware almost steals it. Not quite, though. Long switch out of play. This will be Cardiff Met's throw-in.
As soon as those centre-backs from Met get the ball, King and Bam are on them. As I say that...
Here we go again.
Ooh,
That
lucky
was
escape.
lucky, indeed. Craven gets out of that one. Luckily, Baidu King had him.
It's wonderful energy from the two wingers for Hartpury.
Ware's got it now. Ware looking to cut inside. Can't quite beat the defender. Ware trying to shield it out of play. He'll get the corner kick for Cardiff Met. Not what he was hoping for, but can't complain about that.
Yeah, set pieces, maybe their only chance to get themselves on the ball, calm themselves down, and work out a way how to break through this Hartpury back line, because they've got all the time in the world, and then when it comes, it's normally a one-on-one. And they're comfortable making the tackle.
Yeah. Can't disagree with that. Ball swung in, looks for Roberts, doesn't quite get there. Ball headed away from Tom Hanley. Back to Abe Node here. Node out to the wing, Davies with plenty of time. Davies up and long, again, Hanley heads it out. Got to get the ball away from him. That's Hanley's 6th or 7th headed clearance so far.
Acrobatic clearance.
Jack Davies with the throw in here. Out to Craig Davies. Another throw in from Matt.
Almost immediately.
Quite bunched up along the far side, no?
Yeah, there's a little bit of space for Noad on this left side if they can switch the play, but the press in from Hartpury is just fantastic.
Meadow struggling to deal with it. You can see right there. Free throw in for Roberts behind the defense. Pressured though, and a second later the ball's gone again. Ball back to Sarkodie. He'll be pressed again by Davis. Gets the ball out here, looking for Kian Kang. No, it almost won it. Not quite, though. Back here, Jack Stanley's got it. Stanley couldn't quite get the long ball. They look for it again. Headed away from Hollings. Cardiff Met will have it. Node plays it in. Feltham plays Roberts through. Sarkodie comes out. He cleans it up. No problems for him.
Fortunate there, but as just in that little phase of play there, Met started to press that Hartpury back line. And look what happened. They ultimately get a chance. It's the first time in this game where the Hartpury back line have looked flustered, looked rushed.
Like you said, first time they've been rushed, and first time we've really seen their defense stretched out.
Yet again there, a little bit of pressure on that back line. The ball's dispossessed almost immediately.
Almost a poor touch from Ed King, but he gets the ball out.
That's what's going to make or break this game, and ultimately the result. Which forward line can press the defence of their opposing team the best? Because look at that now, Meta pushing and it's working well.
One of the few instances we've seen multiple players pressuring the same ball from Cardiff Met. Not bad. Well, Met will have hope. They've had plenty of experience in this game against Hartpury. The last time these two teams played competitively, they actually won 3-2. Went down 2-0 and then scored 3 straight goals to come back. Now, admittedly, that was 2019, is over 2 years ago, but still, take some hope from it.
Yeah, I don't think either team is going to be afraid of their opposing 11 by any means.
Baidu King tries to play through, can't get there. Emmanuel Bam, ball's cut out there. Ball long again. Roberts can't get there. Ball headed away from Charlie Johnson.
All the plays coming from these left and right sides of both teams. There's really not too much action in the middle of the park. It is just so cramped and clustered in there.
It's a wonderful finish from so far out. To get the ball on target, that's a strange goal.
Jack Davies will throw it in. Ball cleared away. Looks like it's going to stay in play here. Reisbeck can't get it though. Baidu King will have it. Ooh, great touch in the midfield. Draws the foul from Jack Davies, and that'll be a free kick to Hartpury down there.
Yeah, that counter-attack didn't quite come to fruition, but you can see the pace they have on that break, that front line.
That certainly did, and look at now. The argument's going on from the half.
You know, Rob, when we looked up the teams before, we actually saw both teams, well, Hartpury specifically, had plenty of pace. We wondered how we saw that, and then realized Hartpury were the Football Manager champions of 2020. You wonder if that's why they're trying to play this way, no?
They know their stuff. They've seen the stats from the game. And I tell you what, if these right-sided players for Hartpury don't have 99 pace on that game, they need to update their scouts.
I don't disagree with that. Sarkodie wins it. Roberts almost had him. Looks like he fouled him.
Interestingly, no whistle from the ref.
Why is there no whistle? Both teams.
Oh, and it's
Jack
gone
Davies scores! Is that a goal for Cardiff Met? They'll let that
Contentious
stand?
decision from the ref as a long-range shot comes in. The keeper's still down.
I don't think I've ever seen that before.
The ref was having none of it.
Amazing.
It's a wonderful finish from so far out to get the ball on target. That's a strange goal.
Incredible. Well, Brandon Roberts ran through looking for the long ball. Steven Sarkodie came out, won it. Roberts plowed through him and knocked him over. As Sarkodie stayed down, Jack Davies took a long-range volley, and it bounced in, and amazing. It's standing.
Well, they teach it to you from a young age. Play to the whistle. The Hartpury team didn't do that. Met certainly did, and look at now. The arguments going on from the Hartpury players.
Can't blame them, honestly. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that before. Rob, you?
I haven't. The ref doesn't blow up. Met carry on playing, and fair play to them. Look at it now, 1-1.
Yeah.
The Hartpury players aren't going to like that. They're going to have something to say to the ref.
We'll ask our pitch side reporter to see if we can find out what the referee's telling them. I'm amazed by that.
The keeper's still down. It wasn't necessarily anything malicious from the Met players involved in that incident, but
No, not at all, but you can't blame Hartpury. When he came down hard on his shoulder, maybe on his head. Surprising in today's era where we're so concerned about concussions and head injuries. I'm not sure this was, of course. It looks like it was more his shoulder, but amazing that the play was allowed to stand, especially all the way through to the goal.
yeah, in today's game you assume those are just given, kind of regardless of the intent of the player. Can arguing with the linesman. He has nothing to say on the issue.
Well, as it stands, it is 1-1. Cardiff Met just scored their goal.
That'll give them some great confidence, though. Look, sometimes when maybe your opposition come out quicker than you expected, you need some rub of the green just to get you back in the game, settle the nerves. 1-1. They're not going to complain, but the Hartpury players certainly are, and the keeper does not look happy as he gets to his feet.
Not at all. Just to confirm, Jack Davies scores the goal, 31st minute for Cardiff Met. Like Rob said, it's 1-1 here. We're in about the 33rd minute at this point. We'll see how much time will be added on after. This is the second long injury delay we've had.
Yeah, they're doing a little assessment on the keeper to decide whether he's fit to continue. It appears as though he is. And once they're happy, we should get back underway.
Looks like part of the assessment involves waving his arms at the referee to ask repeatedly why that wasn't given. I don't know. I'm still amazed. That was 5 minutes ago. I'm still shocked.
5 minutes ago, every single member of the Hartpury team was doing that exercise. It was hands in the air, all over the pitch. Even from the Cardiff Met as they ran away to the halfway line to celebrate.
No, Cardiff Met are pressing their back line, and if they're going to get back in the lead, they're going to have to get into those wingers. As they do so,
From the keeper, interesting.
Well,
get on the counter-attack.
He looks okay, I think.
what to do. Hartpury's captain will stay in the game here. It looks like Sarkodie will be all right. Have to wonder if the trainer is just trying to console him from that missed call.
Yeah, and maybe emphasise to the referee that, ref, come on, he was fouled there. You can hear from the Cardiff Met boys now, vocally, they're up now. They're up. They might have felt hard done by. They started the game well. To be 1-0 down was difficult for them, but you can see there's a little bit of steel in their voices now.
There is, and no small feat either. This is the first goal Hartpury have conceded in their first 3 games of the season. Cardiff Met will take that.
However it comes, even in the
Exactly.
strangest of circumstances, he said.
Still got some explaining from the referee here. Talking to Baidu King out along the left wing.
They're not happy, but all this is going to do is further disrupt their play. Get over it. And I'm sure that's what the coaches will be saying. Look, you may feel hard done, but you've got to get over it. You've got to get your heads down. You've got to get back in the game because you were playing well.
What do Hartpury need to do to stay in this game here in order to not let Cardiff Met overwhelm them here?
Look, Cardiff Met are pressing their back line. If they're going to get back in the lead, they're going to have to get it to those wingers. As they do so, get on the counter-attack.
Yep. Driven forward here. Ooh. Ow. Ball driven off the face of Hartpury defender number 4, Jack Stanley.
Yeah, he's going to go down there, and quite frankly, I don't blame him. That was a tough one to take straight to the nose.
Wow, we could hear the smack up here. Lots of arguing here from the Hartpury players, wondering why the play wasn't stopped immediately.
Yeah, not quite heads gone, but they're certainly tilting.
You could see the assistant referees had to tell him a lot to calm down.
They're really not happy with the referee. The ref's blown up there for a head injury. The ball's gone straight to his face. He saw how the play was going to unfold, ultimately blowing the whistle, and the Hartpury players think it was too long.
Yeah. Trying to decide who gets the ball here. It looks like it should be Hartpury's. Looks like we'll have a drop ball here.
It's Kang and Handley for Hartpury who seem to be the most upset about the incident that ultimately led to the goal.
Can't disagree. Almost everyone's confused here. Both teams. Well, we're a little confused too, but that's all right. Ball played through, and it's cleared away there. Ethan Holling's taking no chances. Can't let Emmanuel Bam get on the ball.
Yeah, Hartpury are doing what they need to. They're focusing on this right side in particular. Obviously the left side as well is where the goal came from. The wing is where they're going to get the lead back.
Yeah, you can see they're hunting down those sides. Ball thrown in. Bam will play it back. Kang has it. Kang to Bam. Back again, and poor touch, out of play. Cardiff Met will take that one. That's a freebie for them.
Yeah, the play completely focused on this right side since the restart.
Right where it hurts, they feel hard done by.
No, it'll have it. Looking for the throw in here.
Quite a lovely bit of play from Cardiff.
Throws long up the side. Looks for Roberts. Looks like nobody touched it. Felton plays it up again. Roberts wins. Davies has it. Plenty of space. Oh, can't find Ware. Ware does get onto it though.
You mentioned Roberts from that being a key player.
And Ware sticking with it. Driving into the final third. But taken out and cleared away from Jamie Bremner.
Really starting to feel the momentum shift now, following that goal.
Absolutely. Roberts has it. Roberts shoots. Sarkodie saves. Spills it though. Cleared away.
Spilled right into the danger zone by the keeper. I'm not sure he's recovered fully from that little knock he picked up.
Maybe not. That's an
Just
odd
before the
place to
goal.
send that ball after the save. Charlie Johnson clears though. That'll have a throw in along that far side.
It was a really confident start that the Hartpury keeper, Sarkodie, had. And that little knock might just knock his confidence as well, not just physical.
Davies header flicked on. Roberts in the back post puts it in.
The momentum has shifted. Wonderful first time finish there.
Ball was sent in from the wing, just headed on by Hartpury's defender. Accidentally dropped right to Roberts' foot, put it right past Sarkodie in the back of the net. 2-1 Cardiff Met.
That's going to hit Hartpury right where it hurts. They feel hard done by the first goal and the second. Quite a lovely bit of play from Cardiff Met, actually.
Absolutely. Two tough goals to concede, though. This goal coming in the 38th minute for Cardiff Met again. Brandon Roberts, number 11, scores the goal, 38th minute. Cardiff Met lead 2-1 here.
Yeah, really good finish. You mentioned Roberts for Met being a key player, and he's really starting to show his stuff now.
He's really started to win the ball in the air and get behind the defense. Impressive play from him, especially after Met's opening, where they conceded that first goal. Long ball too far out. You can start to see Hartpury looking a little flustered here. 2 straight goals given up.
Yeah, now that Met have started pushing their back line, the wing play is really all they have, and it's kind of concerning for Hartpury. You've seen what they can do on that wing, but it's just not as effective as it was in the first 20 minutes.
Absolutely. Hartpury get the ball back here. Try to play it long, but it goes straight to Jack Davis. Driven in. Pass intercepted. And Hartpury will drive forward, trying to get something on the counter here. Kang with the ball. Kang looking for Bam. Goes to Baidu King instead. Ball's too far. Oscar Reisbeck did a good job crowding him out. He'll take the ball away here.
You can really notice the mentality of the players now. The Hartpury players are no longer pressing that back line of Met. And look what's happening. They're able to build the play and get some nice passes.
And you can see there, Roberts taking advantage. Roberts, I don't think we thought that was going to be called. Roberts apparently fouls Hartpury's defender as he passes the ball.
Not sure about that one. It looked like a foul on Roberts to me.
I thought so too, but that's all right. Hartpury will restart it here. Down the left wing, Jamie Bremner's got it. Plenty of space. Baidu King trying to drive in. Great step from Craven. He'll get the ball back. Davis has it. Back to Jack Davis. And ooh.
Hartpury trying their luck over on that left side, but Met holding strong, and it's nice to see from a Met point of view.
Absolutely, managed to recover well here. Ball long for Ware. Ware just misses it. Tries to recover from behind. Not quite, though. Have another clearance here from Bremner. Hollings will play it right back, and offside on Craig Davis. Number 10 for Cardiff Met, their captain today. Have a free kick here. It's probably the first time in the past 15 minutes we've seen long balls, Rob. Most teams have calmed down. It's mostly been through balls on the ground or low passes for both teams here.
Yeah, I think Hartpury really need to settle on the ball again now. They're going to pass it around this back line. But look, Met are chasing in packs now. It used to be one at a time, but look at them go now. The keeper spills it.
Scuff clearance there. Sarkodie got lucky. Feltham couldn't take advantage. Node plays forward. Davies has it. Davies looks, tries to play in. Blocked back.
Met really look up for this now.
No kidding. Roberts driving. Beats two men. Roberts plays it in. Top of the spot. Can't quite get there. Cleared away.
That was great footwork there from Roberts to ultimately get the ball in as well. It's a shame there was no one on the end of it, but Met really looking on top.
Absolutely. That was another great chance for Met. Poor pass there from Craven. We'll go out for another goal kick here. Sarkodie will take his time, wants the team to get forward. Wind seemed to have died down a little bit here. We're in about the 42nd minute at this point. Long ball, out of play again. That's another long ball. It's too far. Seems to be Hartpury's main weakness this half.
Yeah, the confidence from the Hartpury players has so obviously dropped off a little bit following the 2 goals from Met. It's a shame for them. They need their captain to lift them, and it's just difficult when the captain is the one who's been involved in conceding the goal.
Absolutely.
Maybe no fault of his own though, as he feels he was fouled.
And again, not sure we blame him. Jack Davis will clear the ball forward. Ball headed back down. Craig Davis will steal it here. Kian Kang recovers though.
Good recovery from Kang there, tracking back.
Ball outside here. Jack Stanley goes long. Ethan Hollings will have it. Hollings shields it out of play.
Big change in the first 20 minutes of the opening half. In the early stages when the centre-backs of Hartpury had the ball, there were plenty of players showing themselves to receive it in that midfield and on that right side. They're resorting to long balls now because there simply isn't any short passes available.
Absolutely.
Heads going down, players hiding maybe.
Headed ball out of play. Another Cardiff Met throw in here. So Rob, as we approach halftime, what do you think's been the most impressive part of Cardiff Met's performance here?
Just the way they didn't let their heads go down when they conceded. Little bit of rub at the green, little bit of luck, and now they're back in the game and in the lead. And the centre-backs have dealt well with the Hartpury press, and maybe they've dealt better with the press than the Hartpury backline have done.
No disagreements there. Hartpury definitely needing to, they're keeping possession at least, but they need something else to get back on the score sheet here. Long ball again, too far.
Yeah, really the first time since the second goal that they've had that period of sustained possession.
Cardiff Met's throw in here. Abe Node will have it. And he'll play it back to CJ Craven. Craven with time, goes back to Ed King.
The intensity those wingers are pressing the back line has really dropped since the second goal went in for Met.
That's probably the first time we've seen them come forward in the last 20 minutes like that. Headed ball up in the air. Node tries to get it. Can't quite get there. Ball played back. Jack Stanley goes back to his goalkeeper, Sarkodie. Well, plenty of time here. Looks back to this bottom wing, trying to find Kang. Again.
That's not going to do the keeper's confidence any good. His kicking early on in the game was brilliant. However, since the couple of goals have gone in, his kicking it's not been on the mark.
When's the last time we saw him connect on a long pass?
It's going to frustrate the wingers, it'll frustrate himself, and ultimately frustrate the whole team.
Maybe a symptom of the 2 goals they've conceded. Oh, Craig Davis steals it. Craig Davis driving in. Davis loses the ball. Dan Ware has it. Ware driving. Looks out to the right wing, and it's cleared away. Dan Ware couldn't sort out his foot enough.
That's where the chances are coming from. We said it all game.
Again, the high press ultimately leading to a chance. It's just such a strong characteristic of this game that the high press is where you can win the ball and create chances for your team. And right now, Met are doing a better job at the press.
Pretty much all the Mets' chances coming from that high press so far. Ware slides. Ooh.
Dangerous tackles. The Hartpury player
Catches Ben Hammond on the ankle.
Yeah, they'll be in the ear of the referee.
Lucky not to get a yellow card, to be honest.
He's everywhere today, the captain. Really,
you can see Sarkody's asking for something.
Yeah, they'll feel hard done by this game so far. They'll want almost something in return just to make themselves feel a little bit better.
They'll need something in return for that first goal.
Come on, ref, give him a yellow or even it up.
Sarkody will play it down the far wing. And another long ball. This looks too far, but Risebeck will clean it back up. Watkins on it. Scuffed clearance. Craig Davis will go back to Watkins here. Ball being pinged around.
He's lifted his team. He's lifted his team for one. When they conceded the goal, heads could have dropped.
Still in the air.
They're still in this.
The options for Hartpury are so limited. When they pick up the ball,
Of course,
not so there. Baidu Kang goes through. Ed King comes out, slides through, and smothers up the ball.
that's where the chances are coming from. We've said it all game. The right side particularly dangerous for Hartpury.
Especially when Hartpury managed to get out on that free kick so quickly.
That's a lovely touch.
Node beats him through, but his pass is too short. Can't find Dan Ware, and the ball will go back to Sarkody to be reset here.
The captain's press has been fantastic up top for Met.
Absolutely. Craig Davis playing as a center mid, you would not be able to tell that from his pressing so far.
He's playing holder, midfielder, striker, centre mid. He's everywhere today, the captain. Really up for this one.
Harris Felton will put the ball forward. Header back down. Jamie Bremner on the ball. Plays back to the middle. Tom Hanley will have it.
And there it is again, press from Craig Davis on that centre back.
And Abe Node's press. Wins the ball. Looks like Dan Ware was fouled. They're playing the advantage here. Watkins driving. Looks for Davis. Davis's touch. Can't quite get there. Ball cleared away. That was another good chance for Cardiff Met.
It's a relentless pursuit of the ball from Craig Davis, the captain. He's really leading by example.
If he can just get that last touch sorted out, I think he's going to get a goal soon, right?
This is what it is. He's lifted his team. He's lifted his team from when they conceded the goal, heads could have dropped. He's showing them they're still in this. The Hartpury captain involved in the goal, of course, as a keeper, going down, injured. Can he lift his team? It's going to be really interesting to see his character now.
Absolutely. We're in about the 48th minute here. We're not really sure how much extra time's been added on. There might be quite a bit from all the injuries. So we may be looking at another 5-6 minutes or so. Not entirely sure.
Yeah, the extensive medical examination the keeper underwent after the goal took a fair few minutes.
It did. That, and then just before we came on the air, about the 8th minute, the 11th or so, it was also another injury. Again, Mitch McCann, number 7, central midfielder, went off for Hartpury. He was replaced by number 14, James Sunley.
Yeah, it's difficult to deal with the disruption, early injuries, your keeper going down. The base of the spine, being so involved in the game, really not something you want when it's conceding goals, getting injured. It's not going to do any good for your confidence.
Not at all. Well, we'll see here. Again, these teams have plenty of history together. These teams in the past 5 years that Cardiff Met have been in the BUCS Premier League South, these teams have played 10 times. We've had 6 wins for Hartpury, 3 wins for Cardiff Met, and 1 draw. So Hartpury should have plenty of confidence they can come back in this game.
It really does have that derby feel to it. There's plenty of steel from the players, quite a lot of aggression, like you say, early injuries. They're not afraid to go shoulder to shoulder.
As Rob said, derby feel here. These are pretty much uncontestedly the top 2 teams in the BUCS Premier South.
The left winger from Hartpury was on
At the moment, Hartpury currently top of the table, well, coming into this game. If the results stand like this, Cardiff Met will go top after this with a win. We'll have a free kick here from Abe Node down the left-hand wing.
The referee just trying to keep a lid on all the players' emotions right now.
If you can't hear it on the microphones, plenty of shouting down there.
Yeah, they're all getting really vocal.
50th minute here, header in, won by Rysbeck. Sarkodie will go long quickly, trying to find Emmanuel Bam on the far side. Felton wins, and it looks like there was a handball on Sarkodie. When he tried to kick the ball out of the box, looked like the ball stayed in his hands for too long. Now, as an American, I've seen Brad Guzan do that plenty of times, so believe me,
The ball
that's not uncommon.
does have to be out of his hand. You can have it in your hand as you leave the box, but you've got to be taking the kick. Interesting to see what they're going to do. The referee's demonstrating what he's done. You've got to throw the ball in the air as you take the kick. The referee's convinced that the ball was still resting on the palm of his left hand.
I think it was the assistant who waved the flag and got his eye to it, no?
In all fairness, the left winger from Hartpury was on the run. King scored the goal. My eyes drifted straight away. It's nice to see the captain trying to get the play back underway, but yet again his confidence will take a little knock as he's penalised for trying to do so.
Absolutely, and he's clearly not happy, shall we say, with the referee so far. He's got two players over the ball here. Looks like it could be either Brandon Roberts or we could have George Watkins taking it. Have to imagine to be Roberts with the left foot.
It's a nice angle.
Roberts shoots low, and Roberts goes! That's a goal for Cardiff Met. Plays it in the bottom left corner, totally flat foot. Steven Sarkodie beats the wall and curls it in. Great shot from the goal.
It's a fantastic angle to have the free kick, of course. I was going to say it was difficult to get it up and over the wall from that close in. Goes low, keeper no chance.
I don't think the keeper even saw the ball until it was past him.
Sarkodie really isn't having his greatest of days on a football pitch today.
No.
But he'll feel hard done by for both incidents. 2 goals coming directly from his mistakes, and yet not necessarily. He won't feel as though the mistakes were his fault. If that makes any sense. difficult to explain how he gave away the goal by getting injured. It gets feisty over that far side.
Looks like we've got a foul there called on George Watkins. Hartpury looking for the quick restart here, trying to get back in the game. You can hear their team and their captains, their coaches as well on the sideline, trying to yell out and get players back involved. Down 3-1 here. Don't think they were expecting this today. Looks like we'll have Emmanuel Bam taking this free kick from the far wing. Bam's free kick, up and in. Headed out by Watkins. Hollings will get it away again. Craig Davis on the run here, looks for it. Ooh, can't find Dan Ware. But Ware will cover.
Lovely press.
Goes to the wing, Roberts driving forward, one-on-one. Roberts trying to beat him. Roberts drives. Tried to get around the defender. Great touch, though.
There's awesome intensity from Cardiff Met in the last stages of this half. Just shows the fitness, like you say. Maybe took a couple of games to get that match fitness. Maybe a few 90 minutes under their belts has helped them.
Well, you can clearly see a difference today compared to last week's win against South Wales. This has been much more impressive from Cardiff Met. Probably their best performance of the season so far.
It's really nice to see them buying into the coach's philosophy of high intensity.
Absolutely. We were surprised before the game to learn they were playing a 3-5-2. We thought it'd be a 4-3-3. Lots of possession. This has been much different and much better.
Yeah, and it's paid off for Cardiff Met, definitely. I think they opened the game maybe a little bit slow, not quite chasing the ball as much as they are now, and since they have, they've been way on top.
They have been indeed. Sarkodie will have the ball here. Hard to tell where exactly we are in the time here. My watch says we're in about the 52nd minute. I'm not sure how accurate that is, but there have been a lot of injuries, a lot of extra time here.
Yeah, there's been plenty of stoppage. Like you say, mainly Hartpury injuries, mainly Hartpury that have suffered.
We've had about 3 Hartpury injuries, not including the 4 goals, too. Sarkodie will clear that ball quickly. Pinged back in. Hanley will play to the left. Charlie Johnson puts it long.
Craig Davis in that 10 shirt is putting in a hell of a shift for his team. He is all over the place.
He's really led by example. Well, he'll be looking to keep it up. Hartpury are trying to recover here. Cardiff Met may need another goal to put this game away for good. Rysbeck's header. Craig Davis will clear it. Back here in the middle, Tom Hanley will reset it. Back to Hanley again. Hanley will go back to Sarkodie, and you can see Cardiff Met are just roaring forward every opportunity they get.
Hartpury have been quiet in terms of goal chances in the last stage of the second half, but you know those wingers can come alight at any moment.
Absolutely. Node's deflection bounces off of Kean Kang's stomach, and Cardiff Met will get the throw here. Taking plenty of time. We'll get a new ball thrown in for this.
It's really vocal from all of the Cardiff Met players at the moment. They're really trying to push their team through to half-time with a 3-1 lead.
Absolutely. We'll hope they can keep it up here. Long ball through. Feltham tries to win. James Sunley, though. Sunley will play forward. Hollings heads it straight up in the air. Ball bounces through. And it's halftime. Cardiff Met lead 3-1. Went down early to a quick goal, but came back with 3 goals after that. All 3 were pretty contentious. First goal, it looks like there should have been a foul on the goalkeeper, Stephen Sarkodie. That may have jarred Hartpury's confidence, but Cardiff Met got 3 goals out of it. Rob, halftime, what do you think?
I think Hartpury started really well. They'll feel hard done by to be 3 goals down. Scoreline made 3-1, of course, as you say. Their first goal, really well taken. Almost their first chance of the game, actually, their first attack. And it looked like it was going to be all Hartpury all the way through to half-time. And I think Craig Davis is definitely one they'll look to, who got to their players. He said, look, we need to get back in this. And that's certainly what they've done. Like you say, led by example and got his team back in the game with that press of the Hartpury back line.
Absolutely. Man of the match for Cardiff Met at the moment. You think that you've got a few options. You think it'd be Brandon Roberts, Craig Davis, or even the referee. What do you think?
I think Roberts' footwork has been fantastic on this left side, definitely. He has brought his team forward, helped with that press, that 3-man press. It's important they push as a team, and that's what's made the difference. For me, Craig Davis, he's definitely going to be a man in contention if he carries on playing the way he is. He has been up and down relentlessly in this first half, and I think that's one of the biggest factors that has led to Cardiff being 3-1 up.
He has. Yesterday in the press conference, Craig Davis mentioned to us Cardiff Met have a philosophy and history of winning. In the past few years, they actually won the BUCS Premier League back in 2017-18 and 2016-17. So just a couple years removed from that, but he noted to us that Cardiff Met are looking to win this season again. That's their goal going into today, and you can clearly see that has made an impact on the team so far.
Yeah, plenty of teams across the university have felt the impacts of COVID in terms of a lot of their experienced players moving out, a lot of new boys coming into the team freshers, and so it's difficult to say, oh, this team was good before COVID, they're going to be good after COVID. It's just hard to tell.
Yeah.
You never know who you're going to get, but it does seem like the opening 3 games of the season, especially for Cardiff Met, they've picked up some nice new players. Craig Davis himself, second year now, coming back, playing football in front of his parents, are especially one of the ones you wanted to impress. New players, but it's looking like they've got a good bunch of boys.
Like you said, impressive performance for the parents and family and friends around here. Before we go to a quick break, what do you think about Hartpury? What do they need to do in the second half to come back in this game?
Mentality is definitely something that's being tested. Early in the season, it's normally physicality, fitness that you need to worry about. But for this game, it's the mentality. The goalkeeper's had a difficult time, injured for the first goal, gave away the free kick for the second. He just needs to, as a captain, needs to get behind his boys now and tell them, look, we played well first half. The wingers, you're playing fantastic. Focus on the game plan and get back into this one.
Like Rob says, right at this point, it's pretty much all about confidence. Cardiff Met clearly have it. Hartpury clearly don't really have much of it at the moment. And we'll go into a quick break here. We'll be back in about 5-10 minutes. Cardiff Met lead 3-1 at the halftime break. Welcome back, everyone, for the start of the second half here. Again, Cardiff Met 3. They're leading ahead of Hartpury, who have 1 goal. Cardiff Met 3, Hartpury 1. Rob, as we come back from the break, what do you think we'll see at the start of the second half?
It was really interesting to see the mentality of the two teams. Cardiff Met really up for it this second half. You could probably hear them on my microphone. Hartpury a little more somber. As they come out, not quite as emotional, not quite as intense.
We'll hope that changes for both, for Hartpury at least here. We'll come back in the second half here in just a moment. Just to remind you, these are the 2 biggest teams in the BUCS Premier League South. Last time BUCS was played 2 years ago due to COVID, both teams lost to USW, University of South Wales, on their road to winning the title that year. Hartpury made the final. They lost in the final, though, 1-0. Cardiff Met lost to USW in the semifinals, 2-1. So again, these are two of the best teams in the league, and actually both of them come off beating South Wales in the past couple weeks. So we know this is a big match today, and hopefully the second half will live up to what the first half was as well.
Yeah, crazy first half of football. The first game I've seen this season, and if it's anything like this, I'll be coming back every week.
Looks like we're about ready to get off. Not sure exactly what we're waiting for. You can hear a lot of shouts from Cardiff Met. And we're underway again. We'll start the second half here, 46th minute. Instant deflection off Craig Davis. Ball goes forward here. And it looks like there's a push in the back there from George Watkins.
Oh, it's getting a bit feisty down there now. Craig Davis in the middle again. Nothing too serious, but it does have that derby feel, and I think the half-time talk from the manager is only going to emphasise how big of a clash this is.
Let's hope so. And obviously, we had a 4-goal first half. It's going to be hard to top that, but you can already see a lot of intensity here. Hartpury want to get back in this game. Another long ball wide, a little too far. Cardiff Met will take the throw in here.
Yeah, that passing accuracy of the Hartpury back line when they are under pressure has been a little bit of a concern if you are a Hartpury fan or coach. They do seem that when they get pressed, their passing does go astray.
That was the story of the first half. Cardiff Met's press really ended up beating Hartpury. Hartpury got their first goal through pressing Cardiff Met, and then Cardiff Met pressed back and got 3 goals from that. So we'll see if the same story continues here in the second half, and also if the same story continues of Hartpury not getting calls from the referee and getting upset about it and causing some problems being caused because of it.
It's been a fascinating tale of refereeing decisions and pressing being key.
Craig Davis ball in. Ooh. Sorry, Rob, didn't interrupt you there.
That man is full of energy.
You can see it there. Roberts tried to get the shot off from the far right wing. Just curls way far over, but you have to like the confidence from him so far.
Yeah, at the start of the game, it did look like that Hartpury had the most dangerous counter-attack, especially with the two wingers having so much pace. But ever since Cardiff Met's equalised, they've looked so dangerous on that counter.
They really have. Awkward header. Abe No to recover it, though.
Interesting technique.
I don't think I've seen that one very often. Ed King's clearance will go too far out down here. Ooh. Oh, that was intentional. Okay. There was a fan below us who headed the ball. I didn't know what happened. Had a weird noise from up here.
Thought the liner was getting stuck in.
Yeah. Hey, the noise was strange. That's what I thought. Sarkodio reset here for Hartpury in the back.
It'd be good for him to get a few touches on the ball, maybe calm his nerves and upset.
Yeah, after that first half, he'll need it. Harris Feltham beats 2 men, gets the ball back, plays forward, just can't find Craig Davis. The ball's intercepted, back out.
Yeah, he was crowded out there.
Long ball here, looking for Brandon Roberts. Roberts trying to beat Jamie Bremner. Bremner gets the ball first, and Sarkodio will clear it away.
I think it's something you'll definitely see in the second half. The goalkeeper, any time he's got the ball, he will be hounded down because they know there's a mistake in there.
Absolutely. No, it'll stop the through ball, and the ball will go back here. Ed King will have it. He'll play a little too long for Harris Feltham. Ball being worked around here. Hartpury looks like they may have a breakthrough. Ooh. And Craven cuts out the pass intended for James Harrison. Looks like a push in the back there from Baidu King. Cardiff Met will get a free kick there.
Really good composure there from Craven. He did well to make the tackle and get himself out of danger as well.
Well, he's really crowded out. Hartpury center forward today. James Harrison is Hartpury's forward. I think we've said his name twice, and they've all been in this half.
Yeah. Number 10 Harrison, number 10 for Cardiff Met, Craig Davis, really different games. Yes. Craig Davis involved in almost everything the Cardiff Met do. Harrison isolated.
Dan Ware has the ball, drives up, and his cross will go behind the goal, unthreatening.
The concern for Hartpury, I feel, will be obviously the goalkeeper, a major talking point in this game, and it's difficult when you have a goalkeeper, but you need to be calm, wanting to make up for his errors if he's constantly feeling like he needs to make a difference in the game, and all you want him to be is a calm head at the back, it's a recipe for disaster in terms of defense.
Yeah, he'll need to see if he can change that. Looks like we had a handball there on CJ Craven. And we'll have a free kick there. Ooh, it's starting to get feisty now. Long ball play, tries to play.
Can't escape that Derby Day feeling. There is so much animosity on the pitch right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's hope the referee can keep it under control here. Ball play to the middle. Harrison's pass too far.
The ref's got a job on his hands to contain this one.
He does. Davis almost steals it, not quite. Tom Hanley drives forward. Ball back in, looking for Hanley. Looks like he's offside. Nice looking shot, good looking save, but all for nothing.
Yeah, it's a great little run from Hanley there, making his way to the midfield. That a place on the pitch, we haven't seen much action today, that midfield area. It's been mostly wing play.
Absolutely.
I'm not sure I'd target that as a coach. You know, when your most effective and pacey players are on the wing, why not send it that way? And Cardiff Met have done a good job at containing those wingers for Hartpury.
We'll see what Hartpury attempts to do to get back in the game here. This game, again, we're at 3-1 right now. 3-1 to Cardiff Met in about the 52nd minute. This is actually tied for the highest scoring game between the two sides in the past 10 years. So hopefully some more goals will bring it forward and break that little mark between the two.
Yeah, the opening 5 minutes of the second half has definitely contrasted the opening 5 minutes of the first half massively. Cardiff Met have started the second half the way they ended the first half, and that is definitely a good thing from their point of view.
They have indeed. Quick ball in, out to Dan Ware. Ware tries to get the cross in, swings it up. Sarkodie will catch it though. Good play, good quick corner there.
Sarkodie again looking to get the play underway as quickly as possible.
Tries to find Baidu King, who slips after he almost got through. Abe Node will take it. Hit from the back. Looks like there'll be another foul. Hartpury getting pretty aggressive from the back here.
Yeah, King's getting a little bit frustrated there. I think he's a bit upset with his control from the goal kick.
Ed King with plenty of space here. He'll put a long ball forward to the final third. Looks like it's slightly headed on. Long ball play. Ooh. Good save from Sarkodie. It looked like it was going out for a short corner. Long ball in from Node, looking for Roberts, just too far. Ooh, Sarkodie
unconventional for Sarkodie, but this is what I'm saying. He wants to get the play going so quickly, trying to make up for those errors in the first half.
Looks like there might be advantage played there. Jack Davis clears the ball out wide. We'll have another free kick here for Hartpury. Sorry, throw in, my fault. Thought there'd be a free kick in the middle.
The referee being very vocal with the players, really buying into this.
He is indeed. We'll have Tom Hanley on the ball here. He'll look out wide. And it's just a little too far, offside.
That's unfortunate because the passing from Hartpury has definitely improved since the last half of the game because the press slightly dropped. I don't know if that's just a fitness issue or a tactical issue. They may be sitting off. They do have a 3-1 lead, Cardiff Met. Maybe not risking as much as they did when they were behind.
But you can definitely see, Rob, you mentioned the first half much of this, Cardiff Met's press and especially attacking those center backs from Hartpury where it made a big difference. This half, though, Tom Hanley, number 6 for Hartpury, he's had plenty of time on the ball here. It looks like Cardiff Met might be reverting back to an old standard of less pressure here.
You can really notice the difference in their attacking play, Hartpury, when they're not pressed at the back. Look at this build-up play now.
Again, through from a lack of pressure. Kian Kang looks forward. Emmanuel Bam almost had it. Great interception from Oscar Reisbeck. He'll look long for Roberts, but it's taken out. Another throw in here.
That's the most space Kang has had on this left side for Hartpury since the start of the game.
Absolutely. Cardiff, you can hear the referee yelling for Cardiff Met to speed it up here. They're taking some time.
It's interesting to see that Kang has stayed on this side of the field. Really clinging to that touchline.
He is. We'll see if Hartpury can capitalize on a wider form of play this half. Again, Tom Hanley on the ball, plenty of time. Tries to find Emmanuel Bam. He's got him. Bam driving forward, down the wing. Bam beats Davis. And it looks like there's a foul called. Looking for a quick free kick. I'm not sure if the referee is going to give a yellow card for this.
A little trip that concedes the foul. Not sure why he wasn't allowed to take it quickly. That would have been a really effective call.
I think HARTPURY feels hard done by. Ball swung in from Bam. Header out by Reisbeck. Almost had a man at the back post. Kang looks wide. Ball in again. No space there in the middle of the field. HARTPURY will need to get it out. Ball swung in, just too far for Ed King. I think HARTPURY will feel hard done by on that free kick, no? No advantage played, no yellow card.
Yeah, no advantage, not able to take it quickly either. Cardiff Met had a little bit of time to get themselves set and ultimately got the ball cleared.
Met have the ball again here, looking long for Brandon Roberts. Ball headed back from King Kang. Roberts almost there, not quite.
HARTPURY are really trying to up the intensity and the speed of play in the early stages of this second half. You can really notice the intensity from the goalkeeper in the back line to get that ball up the pitch.
You can. Back to Jamie Bremner here. He's got plenty of time. He'll look back to his goalkeeper.
There we are. See, now you can see the press has certainly dropped off from Cardiff Met. They're not quite hunting in packs like they did in the last stages of the first half.
I think that's a lack of energy. Satisfied with the 3-1 lead?
Yeah, maybe not wanting to expose themselves too much on the counter, but if they're going to press that back three, they're going to be ultimately leaving themselves open
Yeah.
for a counter-attack.
Looks like we'll have a yellow card there for C.J. Craven for a little shove in the midfield. I don't think Craven agrees. Odd that that was the first yellow card of the game.
Surprising that that was the first yellow card of the game, given the aggression
Absolutely.
from both sets of players.
Yeah. Looks like we've got Jared Richardson about to come in for Cardiff Met along the far side. He's new to the club this year. This will be his third game in. He got a goal last week. Looking for maybe a second today, looking to keep the pressure on. Brandon Roberts will come off for Jared Richardson, who will go up top and partner out with Dannon Ware.
Yeah, it's a shame to see Brandon Roberts go off. He's been a really great player for Met this afternoon. Great footwork, a lot of pace, and a lot of energy. It might just be the case that that energy is slightly running out this early in the season.
Could be. Had a great double today, though. 2 goals for Cardiff Met. That's currently the difference. Cardiff Met leading here 3-1 in about the 58th minute. Long ball here, looking for Emmanuel Bam. Headed back by Jack Davis, though. And this is like a free run. Craig Davis looking up. Davis can't find Richardson. Tries to go to the far side, just misses. That was a good chance wasted.
Yeah, really quick counter-attack there. Maybe the decision making a little bit slow from Craig Davis. Richardson wanted it in front of him, might have strayed offside by the time Craig could make the pass.
Ball back on the other end here. Ball's up to another 10. James Harrison, he'll lose it. Poor touch. That was a great chance for HARTPURY.
This is end-to-end stuff. The game's really opening up now.
It really is.
Maybe as players start to tire.
Let's hope they don't. We still got 30 minutes left. Long ball out of play. This will be a HARTPURY throw-in here.
They're really wasting no time with those set pieces. 3-1 down. They need to get the ball moving.
They do. Ball headed back. He and Kang have it. He'll go to the middle of the field here. Tom Hadley will go right back to him. Kang. Kang into the middle. Ben Hammett. And he'll go back. Hanley with it. Hanley driving. Beats a man. James Sunley now. Sunley can't find his through ball up. And Node's long clearance will go back to Sarkodie.
It's interesting to see the formation of Cardiff Met at the moment. Craig Davis really playing to that centre, as he has done all day.
You can see, we were told in the first half, you definitely could see a 3-5-2. This half looks a little different. Craig Davis much further forward than last half. 4-3-3, something like that, Rob?
Yeah, Craig Davis is definitely further forward. Maybe just, like I say, hunting in packs, trying to press that back line. The 3 centre-backs, with 2 pressing, it's not going to be quite as effective. It's just a very difficult task for 90 minutes this early on in the season.
We'll see what happens here. HARTPURY looking long. Looks like that ball will roll through to Oscar Reisbeck. Reisbeck will play it back to King, his goalkeeper, who almost gets the ball stolen off him. Hollings back to Craven. Craven will turn and look upfield here. Node plays it to Feltham. Feltham tries to look for Ware. Ware was sitting there waiting for a long time. Davis with the ball, plenty of space. Jack Davis looks down the wing for Harris Feltham. Is he offside?
He's done well to stay on.
Looks like he's not, and the cross looks like it will be out of play.
That was a nice little bit of play from Cardiff Met there. Quick passing.
It was amazing how open that wing was. I mean, there was nobody home. Tom Hanley striding forward here. Looks for Keane Kang. Kang splits two. Great tackle from Jack Davis. He'll win the ball back. Davis looking for Ware. That pass is too far.
Jack Davis pushing up into a more attacking role for a couple of phases there.
Jared Richardson almost won it.
Nice interception. That's where it's dangerous, and that's ultimately been Hartpury's downfall today. Losing possession in dangerous areas.
Short ball won by Ethan Hollings. Pass finds nobody though. Maybe Hartpury can break away here. Looking down the wing.
Bam is screaming for it on this near side.
He wants it. Pass misses James Harrison. Flat-footed again. Davis's long clearance will go nowhere. Plenty of time to reset here. Long ball forward, looking for Zach Drew.
Much better kicking.
Drew's got the ball. He's driving in. Drew looks to cross. Drew plays it back. Craven takes it, and Craven will clear.
Much better accuracy from the goalkeeper there. A couple of his kicks going astray in the first half. Sarkodie he'll be delighted to see his kicks connected.
Especially there. That was perfectly on target. Zach Drew playing on the right wing here. Looks like that's actually inspired Hartpury's change of formation. Drew came on at halftime for number 4, Jack Stanley. Ball's on the
we
wing.
haven't seen much of Drew so far, but if he can get into the game with his fresh legs.
2 plays there. He'll win a corner for Hartpury here. He'll send plenty of players up for this.
Be a great time to score now for Hartpury if they can make this set piece count.
Really would. We're in about the 63rd minute here. Hartpury's corner. Swung in long, looking for the back post. Wanted sent back in, but Ed King will come and clear it up pretty easily. Nobody attacked the second ball. King's long ball for Ware, doesn't go anywhere.
Nice to see King stamping his authority on that and coming out and clutching the ball nicely.
It was. He'll need that in the second half as Hartpury looked to get more long balls into the box. Manuel Bam beats Riesbeck. Ball forward, looks like Baidu King got it. Oh, he's offside. Otherwise, that would have been a foul and a free kick in a very advantageous position.
Yeah, and it was a quick pass in that would have won them that free kick. Luckily for Cardiff Met, it was offside.
Yeah, they got away with one there.
Cardiff Met really want to slow this play down now, though. Hartpury can feel them growing in confidence. The goalkeeper making some nice kicks. The wingers getting down the pitch really quickly, like they were in the opening 10 minutes of the first half.
Absolutely, you can see the game's really kept up the intensity though the whole time from what we've seen. A little bit different tactically, but this has been an intense game from start to finish.
It's opened up nicely in the first half of this second half.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes now with the fitness. Like we say, it's early on in the season. These boys have been out of the game for a long time because of COVID.
They have. We're in about the 65th minute here as the sky starts to darken, getting closer to the last 30 minutes of the game at this point. Long ball from King. Headed on from Watkins, goes to no one. Sarkodie will look to go quickly here.
Sarkodie's wasting no time getting the play back underway, and he's really picked up his game.
Much better ball there. Ball going through. Ooh! Great ball through. Baidu King with a great chance and a not so great shot.
The bird sitting in Rosette has taken one right to the Swede.
Let's hope that bird's all right.
No, but it's good play in the build-up there. Sarkodie, he's whatever he's done at half-time, really got his head back in the game. His kick-ins, getting Hartpury around the pitch, and it's actually their most effective way to goal at the moment.
Strange, isn't it? You'd think Hartpury, as the top team in the table, 6 goals so far in the past 2 games, done a great job of getting the ball forward. Crazy how their best chances have all come from Sarkodie.
Yeah, it's difficult to say. Like we said, it's been an emotional game for them. Not quite sure where their heads are at. They're looking happier, more comfortable in the second half, but yes, it's weird to see them not have a plan B.
Well, one thing Sarkodie will be hoping for, hoping he can get his hat trick of assists. He's got 2 already. One from the clattered goal for Cardiff Met's first, one from the handball outside the box, maybe a third on a long ball here.
You had me confused there, thinking they were assists for his own side.
No, we joked about it at halftime, nothing crazy. Long ball there, taken down. Keen Kang will have it. He's got a ton of space here. Tries to play through, that ball's through. But not quite on the touch. Ed King wins it. Looks like the touch from Brandon Smalley was just a little too far.
It's going to go Mets' way. King there, he's been... Oh, yeah, it is. He's gone down injured there.
Hopefully King's all right on that. He did a great job coming out to get that ball.
Yeah, it's a dangerous game coming out and stamping your authority on contentious balls such as that one.
Absolutely.
He's putting it on the line for his team, and you've got to respect that. Sarkodie wanting to do the same, getting the ball moving. But King's been nice, calm. Not much he could do about the first goal in the first half. It was really nicely placed by King. And this was not the game we saw unfolding after that goal went in.
No, not at all. Quite the difference here. That was actually Brandon Smalley's first involvement in the game. He came on for James Harrison about a minute ago. Oh, 2 minutes. We'll have another quick stoppage here as Ed King gets looked at.
It's not ideal to see a goalkeeper down. I think he's going to be okay. Just a little shoulder injury maybe, but it'll be a good time for Cardiff Met and their coach to get them all together and tell them, you know, there's not too long left of this game. Calm your heads. We're playing well. Hartpury are starting to grow into it, and we need to slow them down.
Yeah, Cardiff Met will hope their changes. They'll need to make some changes to make sure they don't give up many chances here. We're about the 68th minute right now. Treat this like the de facto water break, if you will. We're missing the heat, but that's all right.
And the rain's on its way.
Give it another few minutes. We're told it should come by the end of the hour.
The last thing this game needs is a slippery surface. There's been some contentious challenges all the way through this game. And a slippery surface, not going to help that situation at all.
It's a good point, especially with all the arguing and interesting decisions we've had so far and long balls we've started to see here. Looks like the referee's looking to restart the play. Should have a free kick for Cardiff Met back in their own box here.
Yeah, he's thinking there's no water breaks in my game. Get back on the pitch, boys.
Would have liked a water break as a kid. I grew up playing football in the desert. We never had water breaks. Disappointing. You never had any when you played either up?
In sunny Swansea, it's more of a phrase than an actual fact. It was rain, rain, rain. There's no water breaks involved up in Swansea.
Fair enough. We'll have Ed King restart us here in just a moment. Both teams bunched together around the midway line. King's long ball scuffed short. Reisbeck chests it forward. Craig Davis with it. Davis puts forward. Richardson looking to run on it. Looks a little too far, though, and it is.
A little bit too much on it there.
Sarkodie's got the ball. Sarkodie forward. Hanley will boot it long. He's looking for Baidu King. King's in behind, all on his own.
Needs some support.
Ball cleared away. Great job there from Craven and Hollings to recover at that point. Looks like a change formation here for Hartpury, Rob.
Yeah, Drew on the right side. He's getting up and down the pitch. It looks as though sometimes he's in the right back position. And then next thing you know, Sarkodie here. He really wants to atone for his error, but he's playing a risky game trying to do so.
He does. Great touch, though.
Yeah, you talk about the formation. The 3 centre-backs still very clear. Drew on the right side. He's very up and down, and it might just be because he has fresh legs. He's got a little bit more energy than the other boys.
Could be. We've actually seen Jamie Bremner, who was playing left wing back in the first half. He's actually back to the left-sided center back at this point. Looks like Kian Kang switched with him.
It definitely does look like more of a 4 for Met also.
Yeah, you can see it here.
Maybe just a little bit more conservative. And maybe something they're more used to as well. If you're 3-1 up, you don't want to be trying any new formations. You want to go back to what you're used to.
Could be. Cardiff Met stuck with the 4-3-3 last week against USW.
And they managed to hold out.
Hartpury's through ball. Craven gets it away, only just though. Abe No to boot it long. Hoping that Dan Ware can get on this one. Ware's running. Ware almost got there. Tom Hanley got in the way. Looks like that might have been offside, maybe not.
You can see that when Ware pushes on his own rather than with the support of his teammates, it's a lot less effective.
Absolutely. Emmanuel Bam driving in the box. Bam to the back post. Nobody's there. That was a great chance too. Zach Drew looking to swing the ball in. Drew puts it through. Great stop there.
The questions are being asked of this Cardiff Met defence.
They are. Great strong hand from Ed King to get that ball up and over.
Right back has his hands in the air asking, what is going on, boys? Switch on.
Met will need to get ready from this corner. Oh boy, it looks like CJ Craven might have thrown up on the pitch there.
Doesn't look like he's doing too well. Is it a fitness issue? Or
Have to wonder what it would be. Craven played 90 minutes last week against USW last Wednesday. He also played this past weekend for the Welsh Premier side of Cardiff Met in the Cup. Played most of the game in that one as well, and then about another 70 minutes so far today. We're in about the 71st minute.
yes, an intense start to the season, especially when you've had such a long break off, as the linesman confirms he has been sick over on that far side. Hopefully, just a little bit of fatigue that he can get over, nothing too serious. Don't want it to be an illness, like you say, a very important player to this team.
Absolutely.
Does look like he's going to be okay.
Looks like they're just watering the spot of the action so far.
No diving headers going in the next 5 minutes.
Let's hope there's no header right there. Nobody seems to want to go near that point. Crowding at the front post here.
Interesting technique. The linesman shouting to the bench of Hartpury.
Looks like they've got a warning.
Yeah, he's telling him to sit down there. Interesting set piece technique here. The keeper's on the halfway line as well. Looking for his assist.
Yeah, exactly. Needs that one. Looks like Craven's going to head to the sideline here, and he'll come all the way. Well, maybe not. Looks like Craven will just wait to come back on. He's going to stay in the game. And ball swung in from Bam.
Craven's back on.
Craven will get to it here. Looks like he'll try to clear it away. He will. One back from Ben Hammett. Abe No will get that ball cleared and out.
Some serious warnings coming from the officials towards that Hartpury bench.
Yeah, you can see it's still happening over there.
Yeah, not too sure what they are arguing about. There hasn't been too much contention. That was in the first half. You can watch that back on Cardiff Met TV.
Absolutely. Ball to the midfield. One there by Hartpury. Emmanuel Bam plays it forward. Looks for Baidu King.
Here comes King.
King's coming for it. And Ed King beats Baidu King.
There's no backing out there.
King blasts the ball over this fence here. We'll need to get a new ball cycled in. We'll have Kang on the side here. Emmanuel Bam's got it. He'll go to the midfield. Tom Hanley looks left. Ben Hammett again. Kian Kang. Kang to Bam. Bam looking to beat him.
Not
Jack
giving him
Davis.
any space.
No space allowed from Jack Davis, like Rob said. And this ball's long and far over again.
I thought that was coming straight towards our faces there. But it's definitely an interesting part of the game. If Hartpury can get back in this and they can grab a goal in the next couple of minutes, it'll really set us up for an exciting finish to this one.
Hartpury will need it. We're in about the 74th minute, just getting into the 74th minute right now. With stoppage time, maybe 16, 17 minutes left.
It does feel like, though, that Hartpury do rely on this left side to create most of what they've produced so far.
Definitely have in the past few minutes here. Zach Drew with the ball. Drew looking to drive on Richardson. Drew cutting in. Ball there for James Sunley. Sunley will be forced to turn back. Goes out wide, looking for Kian Kang. Davies will head it away.
Yeah, they were unlucky with that switcher play, but their passing accuracy when it comes to the long balls has definitely improved. Goalkeeper Sarkodie to name one.
You can start to feel the pressure here. You think there's a goal coming up soon, Rob?
Yeah, Hartpury is seriously pressing high up the pitch now. They are chasing the game, so it makes sense, but they might have made a mistake here.
Not quite. Dan Ware just can't get to it.
Really
Jamie
good
Bremner will
recovery.
get that ball back. That was a close one.
Yep, you can see they're risking a little bit more now. Drew pushing up that right side.
Baidu King fighting with Craven there. Craven's got to be careful. He's still got that yellow card from about 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, it's a 3 when they're out of possession for Hartpury, but when they are in possession, it does look more like a 2.
It does. Abe Node loses his man. Zach Drew plays the shot in, just wide. Can't test King.
Yeah, he's
Poor shot.
looked lively since he's come on. It's the end product that is left a little bit wanting, but he's looking good so far, giving it a little bit of energy to the right side of the Hartpury attack.
Well, with Drew on the right and Bam on the left, they're trying to get plenty of speed and inside forwards, cutting in to get some shots away on the wings. No?
Yeah, he's definitely been given a license to get up that pitch as far as he needs to get that ball in and get Hartpury on the attack.
Absolutely.
But he does drop back to almost make it a 4.
It's like a strong header one there. I don't know
Strong
if this is going to be
header. He is
offside.
offside.
Craven and King.
Yeah.
Okay, it is.
Yeah, he was offside. He's playing on the shoulder, and I'm not quite sure he expected such a strong header coming from his centre back there.
Bit of a strange one. Referee took his time waving that flag. Maybe used to playing with a little VAR, which we don't have today.
Yeah, in all fairness, I think the officials have had a strong second half. They've definitely got hold of a game that was looking like it was going to boil over.
Definitely have, especially after the first goal given away by Hartpury. Ball played forward. Emmanuel Bam's driving. Reisbeck trying to beat him to it. Great slide. He'll get that ball knocked out of play.
Yeah, it was a nice chip. You can see the intensity from Hartpury now as they race to get the ball back in play.
Ball headed back. Kian Kang, he'll have to go all the way back here. Jamie Bremner. Bremner trying to chip through. Bam, not ready for it.
Yeah, Bam stood offside there. Really going to have to switch on.
Yeah. Looks like a high kick from Bam. We'll have a free kick here for Ed King.
Yeah, Met are in no rush, and you can see the difference. Of course, 3-1 lead for Met. the referee noticing it just as I do.
Into the 78th minute here. Sorry, Rob.
Can hurry up is what he's saying.
We got about 12, 13 minutes left regular time from here. Baidu King, he'll chip it out to Zach Drew on the far side. Drew drives forward. Drew looking for Brandon Smalley. Smalley drives, shoots, and again, flamed over into the branches of the trees.
When Hartpury pick up their pace and their passing speed, they really unlock that Cardiff Met defence. They just haven't done it enough in this second half to get back in the game. And that end product, yet again, unfortunately, from a Hartpury point of view, over the bar.
It is. You can see Cardiff Mets players, lots of shouting at each other, trying to get each other back into this game. They're starting to give away a few too many chances at this point.
Yeah, whether it's frustration, tiredness, or just a lack of concentration, they certainly are opening up a little bit more and Hartpury getting the better of the chances.
They definitely are. Feltham heads forward. Headed back there from Ben Hammett. It's bouncing around here. Struggling to win it. Zach Drew will get on the ball here. Ball back to the middle. Drew's got it again.
Nice little flick.
James Sunley on the ball here. Sunley trying to beat Feltham. He's going down the whole wing. Cross comes in. Over the top of the bar. Just deflects off it. Just rolled out of play.
Really well to get the cross in there. There were a lot of players crowding him out. There was 2 Cardiff Met defenders all over Sunley there, and he managed to get the ball in. Dinks off the crossbar. Linesman says it went out before it did so.
If only just. Ed King's taking his time here. No warning from the referee so far, so feel free, I guess.
Yeah, the ref's right on top of any time wasting going on from the players. You can't blame Cardiff Met as a strange goal kick comes away.
Uh-oh. Poor clearance, Baidu King. Baidu King's got the ball, he's driving in. Ethan Holling shoves him away. That's great defense. Great
King
job.
linking up with King, but not the link up the goalkeeper's going to want.
Not at all.
It's just that last little bit of play that's letting Hartpury down as it stands. King couldn't quite get a boot wrapped around it to send it on target.
Very disappointing play there. King was all the way through. He should have had that one.
Yeah,
King.
signature of this game has certainly been dispossession leading to chances.
Absolutely. Ball here, won by Jack Davis. Jack Davis looking forward. Jack Davis looking to drive. Looks to Dan Ware on the wing, but it's just taken away. Not quite.
Jack Davis has done his best there to get his team on the front foot.
Really has. 81st minute here. Zach Drew driving in, looks for Baidu King again. Great clearance from CJ Craven.
It's end-to-end stuff. King's going to start getting frustrated if he doesn't get on the end of one of these chances soon.
Hartpury will need somebody to take advantage of a chance about now.
Yeah,
About
first
10 minutes
half there
left.
wasn't that many. This half, there's no excuses. They have had the chances, they are just not taking them.
They really have. What do you think Met need to do to stay in this game last 10 minutes, not concede any more goals?
Keep their heads and they've got to keep it tight, and they've got to get a lid on Drew down that right side because he is up and down all the time.
A little better there. Richardson will control that one. And a poor pass. Where was that going? Sarkodie, plenty of time. Looks for Tom Hanley, who's looking for Drew again. You can see it. Like Rob's mentioning, they are just hunting out Drew the whole time. Nodal clear.
Yeah, he's doing his best to get his team up the pitch as quickly as he can. Like I said, they're all in a rush. They'll be frustrated with their second half performance if they don't lead to any goals, because in the first half, from their point of view, you could argue the officials did make it more difficult for them to stay in the game. This half is completely on themselves. They're playing good football, they're creating the chances, it's just that end product that's letting them down. And it's ultimately what's going to lose them the game.
Absolutely. At this point, Hartpury have had far more chances than Cardiff Met, and especially in the second half, like you mentioned. It's almost unbelievable they haven't managed to get another goal out of this. They haven't even forced Ed King to do a whole lot back in Cardiff Met's goal.
It's been a really quiet half from Sarkodie
Yeah.
in comparison to his first half, which is very lively. In the
for
second
sure.
half, you've got to praise him for bouncing back. Like I said, he needs to get his head straight, and it looks like he's done so. He's been spreading the play left and right. Pretty accurate kicking, I'd say, especially compared to his first half. And when he's been asked to make a save, he has done.
Completely right, and this probably shows, well, this does show how good both these teams are. Hartpury coming into the day on 6 points, top of the table. You can clearly see why they were top of the table coming into today. Even though they've gone down 3-1, they have responded pretty well. And admittedly, a couple refereeing decisions get changed to go their way. Maybe the game's different.
Yeah, definitely. Because you mentioned in the first half, this is the joint highest scoring game between these two sides. And from my point of view, it's not a surprise to hear that, because some of the goals came from crazy moments of play. And without those crazy moments, this game would be so tight. And either team would back themselves to win it.
It would. Looks like we'll have Ethan Hollings come off to the side here. May have a small leg issue, cramp, something like that.
It's important for the Cardiff Met boys now to stay on top of it. You can feel the drop in intensity as that play was slowed down by the injury there. They can't let that switch off their mentality.
83rd minute, ball swung in to the top of the box. Baidu King on it. He'll play back. Jamie Bremner. Bremner, a long shot. Great save from Ed King. Just gets over to
Fantastic
cover that
save.
corner. That was incredible.
He's been on top form this game. Like I say, nothing he could do about the first goal, but he's done a plenty to prevent the second from going in.
Really has. That was impressive. Corner here, swung in to the back post. Looking for Drew. Zach Drew heads it up. King coming out to claim. Gets a punch on it. Craig Davis will take it away off the referee. And the second clearance is much better. There we go.
Lovely 1-2 with the referee there, helping Craig Davis get the ball away, as far away as possible from his own goal. Ed King still feeling that shoulder. He's really feeling the after effects of that collision.
That was the collision about 30 minutes ago. A through ball in for Baidu King, just a little too far. King had to come out and recover that one. Jared Richardson getting on the ball here. Looks like it comes off him. Keegan Kang for HARTPURY will throw this ball in. He'll play it back.
Yeah, Kang's had a relatively quiet second half compared to his lively opening.
Yes, Reisbeck though will head it back to King, and Cardiff Met will take their time to reset here again. Looking to bleed out the clock here. We're in about the 85th minute at this point.
Yeah, they'll take as much time as they possibly can do without getting bucked to take all of their set pieces and goal kicks.
We'll see how they do these last 5 minutes. Sarkodie here, plenty of space. Looking for Zach Drew again. And Brandon Smalley this time, actually.
It does look like the rain's going to hold off for the last 5 minutes of this game. The ref and the officials will probably be thankful. Usually you wouldn't be worried about that going in, but after what we saw in the first half, anything can happen, and they proved it.
60-yard punt there from Ethan Hollings. I got a little excited. I thought that was going in.
Davis with the goal from almost halfway in the first half.
Very true.
Showing you can't quite switch off wherever the shot is taken.
Not at all. Jack Davis plays it long. Almost recovered from Tom Hanley. Ooh, Dan Ware almost had it.
Yeah, I've been impressed by Hanley in the second half. After conceding 3 in the first half, he's really done well to keep his team strong defensively in the second.
Well, defensively, a much better performance here from HARTPURY. Not really giving Cardiff Met many chances this half. Ball a little long. Played in for Zach Drew. Craven running to it. Craven feints. He's got the ball. And Drew will kick it out underneath him, and that's out for a goal kick. Great defense.
Really interesting battle over on that far side between Drew and Craven and all the other defenders around him. Drew's given them a lot to think about over on that far side, something they might have been missing in the first half.
Really has. Cardiff Met only giving them a few chances. I think they're lucky not to concede another goal this half.
Yeah, well, they're lucky HARTPURY haven't been clinical, more so. I think the chances have been there. Don't think King has been put under too much pressure. He did make a fantastic save not too long ago, but other than that, he hasn't had too much to do.
Yeah, I can see that so far. Jared Richardson just can't bring it down. Ball cleared long from Jamie Bremner. Oscar Reisbeck, he's under pressure. Ball goes through though. Jack Davis will have it. Poor clearance.
Yeah, HARTPURY definitely on top in terms of attacking intent.
Attacking intent and touches, especially here. Brandon Smalley with it, trying to get away. Smalley's pass intercepted and cleared away by Ethan Hollings. Again, not letting anything in behind him. Time on the ball here. Tom Hanley looking for a long ball. Hanley plays for Kang. Kang backheels it. Zach Drew driving in the middle of the field. Looks for Kean Kang on the wing. Just too far. Kang can't recover.
Yeah, it was a nice bit of play there. Unfortunately, it didn't quite come off. The flicks and tricks, and when they pick up the pace of their passing, they really do break through the line of Cardiff Met. They just can't quite. It's the last pass, it's the last kick, it's the last shot that goes wrong, and that's why Ed King will have hang his gloves up after the game and hopefully feel as though he's done a good job.
He has indeed. Ball headed down by Kang here. Chipped forward. Reisbeck under pressure from Emmanuel Bam. He'll just put it out of play. Bam will have a free throw in here. Looks inside, back to him. Felton will try to get it away. Good clearance from George Watkins. Dan Ware looks for Abe Node. Finds him. Craig Davis in through. He's all on his own. Craig Davis driving to the final third. Davis shielding. With the footwork, looking for space.
He needs support.
He does. And he'll ricochet it off the HARTPURY man. Won't make much of a difference though. Sarkodie will get it away.
Yeah, I think especially in the second half.
Almost.
Risky play from Craven there, but I think in the second half there's a clear correlation between how much Cardiff Met have pressed and their chances. Their press has really dropped off in the last 20-25 minutes of the second half, and their chances have also done so.
They have. Tom Hanley here. Back to Hanley again. 89th minute now. Not a lot of time left. Brandon Smalley plays through, looking for Zach Drew again. Drew, plenty of space. Fakes across, cuts inside. Back to Smalley, back post. Davis wins it. And Davis gets it out.
Still in the box. Cardiff Met really doing well to get on the second ball first.
Managed to get the clearances away where they want them. Richardson, pressure, pushes him all the way back.
Really is last chance saloon now for Hartpury. They need to get the ball in the back of the net.
And another offside. Looks like Cardiff Met will be walking out with this win. 3-1 here as we just hit the 90th minute. Not sure how much extra time there will be. Can't imagine there'll be much though, just a couple of minutes, and Cardiff Met should walk away with this win. Win here will take Cardiff Met to the top of the table. They'll be on 7 points after this. Oh, we good? Oh, am I still in? Sweet. Last few minutes here. Looks like Abe Node was hit. He'll be down on the ground for the last couple of minutes at this point. Well, match is just about over in the 92nd minute now. Can't imagine there'll be much longer left at this point. Have a free kick though. Tom Hanley will take it. Hanley back to Sarkody. Bremner will look to take it up the wing here. Plays it long. Looking for Brandon Smalley, who's offside again. That's been the story of the last 10 minutes. Quite a few offside calls here. Cardiff Met will have Ed King come up for this one. Long ball. Headed around. Feltham trying to pressure Zach Drew here. Drew's got it, looks forward. Looking for Baidu King. King's in behind. King at the edge of the box. King plays it back. Ball with James Sunley. Sunley to King. King crosses through. Looking for Bam. Oh, just over the top. Bam had that ball. Looks like he was just put off as he went to get the shot away. And the shot was over. Looks like the referee agrees. We'll have a goal kick here. This should be pretty much it. King here, looking to get everyone over to this edge of the field, prevent any long balls coming back to him. King plays it long. Looks for Watkins, who doesn't win it. Davies does, though. We'll have a throw in here. Throw in for Kean Kang. He'll go back. Hartpury will be disappointed with this. They've had plenty of chances this half. And a poor pass. Long shot from Dan Ware, looking for the goal. Just bounces wide to the left. Sarkody breathes a sigh of relief. It doesn't really matter at this point. Cardiff Met have won, but that was pretty close. Sarkody gets it out here. Back here to James Sunley here in the middle. Long ball. Brandon Smalley just can't get to it. Out again. We'll have another throw in at this point. 94th minute. More extra time than we expected. Node throws forward. Nobody's there. Back to Jamie Bremner. Remner looks long. No intercepts again. Still nothing. Hartpury will throw this ball back in front of the dugout. Throwing into James Sunley. Pressured immediately. They'll be forced to go back. Hartpury pushing forward again, sorry. Ball played in for Brandon Smalley. Smalley looking for the cross. Got 4 men in the box, but it can't beat Craven. Craven's touch those poor. Baidu King looking for the shot. King shot away, deflected behind. Great interception from Craven, making up for the poor touch. We'll have a cross here. 95th minute now. Hartpury looking to see if they can claw one back. Playing in short. Zach Drew. Drew, top of the box, curls to the back post. Header up. Header is over. Doesn't trouble Ed King, but he was left wide open. Brandon Smalley could have put that one away. Apologize, that was actually Tom Hanley, my fault. King's long ball, up in the air. Won by Hartpury. Sent back by Met. Hanging around here, back and forth. Dan Ware on the ball. Craig Davis looking for space. He's fouled. Well, this is the 96th minute. I don't know if the referee's watch is the same as ours or if he's just accounting for every second of all the injuries. That's probably it, but I'm surprised it's going on this long. Watkins will go to the wing here. Play it all the way back. Sent all the way forward again. Sarkozy should claim this, and he will. He'll drive forward here. Looking for a run. Looks for Baidu King. Risebeck intercepts. And Jack Davis will get the ball upfield. Jamie Bremner will have to go back to his goalkeeper again. '97th minute now. Jack Davis forward. Out for a throw-in. Groans of despair from the fans here. The assistant couldn't quite get it under control. Too bad. Bremner will put this ball back into play. Hanley. Over to Bremner again. Back to Hanley. Sunley goes to the wing. Brandon Smalley jukes him out a little bit. Doesn't come to anything. They're forced to go back. Emmanuel Bam making a run through the middle. Risebeck intercepts it, though. Great job taking away from the danger again. Watkins clears the ball upfield. Looks like he was shoved. We'll have another free kick. Free kick in the 98th minute now. I promise, this game's not in extra time. Well, overtime, anything like that. We're in the 8th minute of extra time. Watkins will have it. Looks like Zach Drew will come off for a moment. Well, a man down. Hartpury down to 10 men. Long ball played forward here. Plenty of time on it. Risebeck will try to head it back and just gets there to King. Man, my camera crew are making some... This is kind of odd. We're in the 99th minute now. I don't particularly know what for. Maybe he stopped the timer every time the ball's gone out of play. Ball goes out again. We've reached 100 minutes. 100 minutes of play here. We'll have a throw in on the far side. HARTPURY with the ball, playing it back around. Back to Jamie Bremner. Plenty of space here. You feel like HARTPURY can't get back in the game, but at this point, who knows? Hammett finds Kang. Back to Bremner again. Met have done a good job keeping their defensive shape here. There's just no space in between the lines. And there goes the whistle. 100 minutes in. Cardiff Met win 3-1. The Archers snipe the acorns off the trees. 3-1. Cardiff Met will win this game. 2 goals from Brandon Roberts. 1 goal from Jack Davies. That's how this game will end. 3-1 Cardiff Met. Thanks for joining us tonight. You can watch the highlights this week. We'll upload them to YouTube as soon as we can this week. Thanks again for joining us. Have a great night.